In today's video we're at round 2 of Karting North East, and today it is a little bit sunny, but the track is definitely greasy. The first race might be a little bit interesting. When there's no grip, there's normally 1 or 2 accidents. Let's hope that I'm not in it. Now today I'll be hoping for another top 5 like we did last time, but again we're going to have to see how we get on. Let's hope that I'm not in it. Moving swiftly on, before I jinx this race any more than it needs to be. We managed to qualify down in 8th place, so there's some stiff competition today. Now even though I'm in 8th place, there's still 30 on the grid. Both heavyweight and lightweights were full once again, so it is great to see KNE North East Championship booming. I can safely say you're going to want to stick around for both races, as there's definitely not a minute to myself. So as we go into the first corner, we can see it is a little bit damp, as I mentioned before, so we try and just go around the outside just to see if there was a little bit more grip to slingshot round. However, it didn't work, but we didn't really lose too many positions there. But as we go into a couple of more corners, we just want to look ahead. Sam Barron has got an amazing start. She's currently up to 5th by the looks of it. Now make sure you do keep a little eye on the front of the grid as we're battling with Miles and Zach here. Now a little bit ahead we can see a car starts to spin and we decide to go to the right. However, Miles clips our back end and sends us round, and all these cars just overtake us, and we are pretty much in last position right now. So let's see what we can make of this, and I'm sure you're going to see plenty of overtakes. So I am a little bit rowdy at this point. We can see there's plenty of battling between here. Now we can see Will, which is the person on the red suit. Make sure you keep an eye on him going into Dunlop chicane. So we are pretty much 2 wide, 2 by 2 wide. I've got someone on my left side as well. Will gets a little bit sideways, goes right over the curb and managed to hit the side of us, maybe jumping on top of my leg at that same point. And if I wasn't last by then, I am definitely last by now.
What is this?
So now we need to get our head down, and as you can hear in my helmet, I am fully aware of that.
Oh, this is going to be a recovery drive and a half.
Now good thing it is a little bit damp, because this is one of my favourite conditions to try and get the most overtakes. So try and guess what position I can maybe get down to in this race. So we always try to get a good run onto the straight, because if you get that last corner wrong, then at least it puts you at a disadvantage for the rest of the straight. So we managed to get 3 from that corner. As we go around first corner, we can see that's still very damp. Now I think that is Charles, who is pretty new to this championship as well, where he went a little bit in the wrong place. However, we may see a little bit more of him in the next race especially. So there's yellow flags still onto this corner where we nearly died. However, we do get a good run out of St. John's, and we again, in my helmet, I knew I was going for the overtake because I can't afford to stay behind anyone for too long. As we can see, that is that little bit damp. We do run that little bit wide, but we still manage to keep the position. So now eyes onto the carts in front. We can see someone's just dropped a wheel off on the exit of the second centre, and once you're in that mud, you're there for a little while because it is a little bit deep until they sort that run off. So again, we can see we're catching the carts in front really fast, so hopefully we can make a couple of more positions. If we look at a couple of carts in front as well, we can see that somebody's very unhappy, believe that they got taken out by that other car as well, but now we are on the bumper. Let's see if we can make that run onto straight to get any of these overtakes. Now this person in front of us had a good line, however maybe missed the initial turning, which has then screwed him up a little bit for the straight. So we are getting right up onto his bumper. We can see we've got a nice run, managed to get 1 car. Can we get another one as we go into the first corner? Now with him being on the outside, he's hit that little bit of slippy stuff, so we managed to get that move done as well. So we are making our way up the grid pretty fast, but we're definitely nowhere near first place just yet. Now we're just trying to line up the cart in front, seeing if we can get him into centre 1. We've got to get a good run out of St. John's again. He looks behind where that is, so I definitely don't want to make a dive bomb. He's in the middle of the track, so it'll just put us both off. Now we do get the inside, or the good run out of the first centre. He's still on my inside, but we do get the switchback. As we can see, he starts to go around as well. So now we need to get the carts in front, which does take us maybe a minute or 2, so we'll just skip a little bit forward now. So as you can see, 9.5 minutes on the clock, we've caught the pack up in front and there's a nice little gaggle. Again, nice run out last corner, so we get one before we even hit the straight, and now we need to get these carts in front. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ready for the pickings. So first corner, again, we've got a nice line. We managed to get one straight off us, hit the slippy stuff, and then goes off into the shadow realm. Again, coming into dogleg, which is one of my favourite corners still, so I'm glad I haven't updated this just yet. Right on the bump of this person with the yellow helmet, which has been pretty fast as well through the weekend. I was thinking about lining up from St. John's going into Senna. Again, he's looking where I am. I'm not quite deciding to go into it. Maybe trying to get the switch back going from the Senna 1 to Senna 2, like we did beforehand. But again, we just didn't have enough run. It's starting to get a little bit grippy. It's been about 7 minutes this race, so everyone's finding where they need to be on the track as well. As I come to Dunlop, I've made a mistake when going a little bit too deep, which has then caused my rear wheel to hit the little bit slippy stuff, which has then put me off, and then we've actually lost a position. Now I wanted to keep this in just to show you how much grip difference the outside has compared to the inside. So we try to get a little bit of switchback on the gasworks, however he's still on our inside, but look at how much grip you can actually hold and speed you can hold going all the way around the outside of Horseshoe now, which has then just allowed us to get an overtake on the inside the last corner, which I'm now thinking, is that going to be my new favourite place to overtake? Now that was Sean who we did overtake there, so he actually held it all the way around the outside. Now he did have some good straight line speed, so we give a little bit of wave as we go down the straight. Now I did have to thank Sean for the end of this race, as he definitely does help me get this overtake in the next few corners. So again, behind the guy with the fluorescent helmet, which he's got some good speed as mentioned, we're just trying to line an overtake up on to the car in front, which again I believe is pretty new to this championship, so it's always nice to see some new friendly faces. Now he does try and get the switch back. Now this person with Hassan on the back of his suit does squeeze him a little bit. We think about actually going the inside chicane. Now on this point I leaned against the cart on the outside, which I didn't want to put him too much onto the actual curb, but Sean did give us that little bit of a tap up that backside, and we managed to get that overtake done, so thank you very much for him. So now we're just focusing on the cart in front just to see exactly where we can get that overtake done. Again, we're thinking about lining up the overtake for my new favourite corner, but again, he just was a little bit middle of the track, so I couldn't get that to stick. But we just try and make sure we focus on getting that good exit from that last corner and get him on the straight. So that's another kart done. Now if we look ahead, there is no karts in distance, so we will skip to just about the end of the race. Now we can see Aidan in front. Now if you remember Aidan from the last race, he did this. So let's hope that he does it again. So we can see first corner is starting to dry out again. You can just about take that flat at this point. Dogleg is again making sure that you're using all the track. Tiny little bit of the rumble, which you shouldn't do. We open up the St. John's, making sure that you run that little bit of concrete on the outside. We can see that it is slippy because the rear end of Aidan is absolutely all over the place going in that first Senna. Now we do manage to get a nice run out of Senna 2, which we are now right on his bumper. We're making sure Aidan is sweating at this point, making sure he's looking where I am. Now he does get a really good line out of Dunlop. I've done the exact same thing that I did before when I made the mistake, putting my wheel a bit too wide and getting that slippy stuff. We did think about dive bomb going into gasworks. At this point I wasn't even sure how long the race was left, hoping that there was 2 more laps. Now we are right on the bumper of Aidan, so let's see if we can get that overtake either in my favourite bit. But again, I thought about the dive bomb, but I was hoping that there's 1 more lap. Looking ahead, I can see the actual checkered flag, which wasn't quite there. I didn't get a good run on that last corner, but that is a good recovery drive, if I do say so myself. So that actually put us in 10th position in that one, which isn't too bad out of a grid of 30, considering I was pretty much last. Right, so that was race 1 out the way, and I can safely say that was a little bit of carnage. Possibly some mistakes from my side, maybe 1 or 2, but I think we did okay for that recovery drive. The track was deceptively slippy in some situations, maybe from the little bit of mud on the actual circuit, but it definitely made it very interesting for us, and most likely a bit more interesting for you for this video. We're starting in 10th for this next one, so we really want to make sure we try and get that top 5. I think it's definitely doable.
track is going to be that little bit grippier because we've got the heavyweights out now to dry that little bit of places, which is going to be interesting for our first lap to find exactly where the grip is.
So I can safely say I've made this race just as hard as the first one. Now if you have enjoyed the video so far, do consider smashing that like button and also giving us a subscribe, as I'm sure there's going to be plenty more races like these two. Now as we start the race, I'm sure I'm getting a deja vu moment from a previous one where the car just does not get off the line. So as we can see, and I didn't do this on purpose to give you a bit more entertainment, all the carts go past. And Charles from the first race, as mentioned, he gives a nice wave as he overtakes us. So again, make it very difficult, but let's see how many overtakes we can get once again. So no slouch, I want to get through to the front of the pack as soon as I can. I'm just going for a little bit of a dive bomb, using that car unfortunately on the actual exit of Dogleg. So very sorry, but I'm in a hurry. We'll go with that. Now as we go into the centre, we managed to get that overtake finalised. Again, hit the guy with the fluorescent yellow helmet, so sorry, but we want to get to the front as fast as we can. So there's no actual warm-up lap of this race, so we're all trying to find the grip as fast as we can. As we can see, the tyres are in the middle of the track, so someone definitely didn't find the grip straight away. Now remember that corner, because we might have an incident with it later on. Now the cart in front, thank you very much, give us that position, so really appreciate it. So now we've got to make sure that we can get through these carts as fast as we can. Now we're looking a little bit far ahead. We can see that the front leaders haven't got too much of a breakaway, but it is just lap 1. Again, trying to make sure we get a good run out that last corner, but so is everybody else around us. And maybe I'm not having too much confidence in this cart going down straight, as it didn't have that edge as it felt in that first one. So a little bit of tap, or love tap to that car in front. Sorry for pushing that a bit wide, but we managed to get another position done. Go down the inside, a little bit ambiguous to actually get there on Dogleg, but again we make sure that's sorted too. So another 2 positions straight off. Now we do skip a little bit ahead because this is where we plateaued a little bit. We can see Sean's made his way back again, goes for the overtake, but we decide, no Sean, I want this back, let's try and make our way forward. But maybe that was not the wisest idea, as we'll see a little bit. Now again, we're about 11 minutes on the clock, so we do jump to the lap ahead. We can see the carts in front battling. There we have Sam again, getting into the mix of it. She definitely had her elbows out in this one. She didn't give any room for anybody. She wanted to make them positions too. So another skip ahead to the next lap. We can see Sean wanting to get this position back, so let's just give him that there. So we'll try and just follow him through. He definitely had some pace in this one, so really well done. And this is, I believe, was his first race of the year, so he's dusting some cobwebs off. Now surprisingly enough, if we look at 3 carts ahead, we've got Zach. And now this is very strange for him to be this far down. I think he maybe had some kart issues, which has been reported, so it should be fixed for the sort of next race. But again, we are just not having that edge on the straight maybe as much as Zach. So we're trying to see exactly where we can get these positions done. But I would like to think we're going to get another couple of positions. So we're following Sean here just through the next couple of corners. We can see the carts battling in front of Zach. Even though he's handicapped, he's definitely going to try and make sure the best position he can with that cart. So again, we decided to go down the inside of Sean. However, we couldn't quite make it stick initially, but we managed to push him wide on the exit. Managed to get 2 positions because there was a cart practically stood still there. So we're right on the bumper of Sam. Now there's going to be an incident a little bit further ahead as we jump. So Sam, for some reason, absolutely sideways going into centre. Now she does get a good move onto Zach going into centre too. We try to follow through, didn't have enough speed, but we definitely had a bit more speed mid to top than Zach. So we managed to follow through and make that position stick. So again, right on the bumper of Sam. Now she is flying this one, so we'll stick with her for a couple of laps. We'll jump ahead to the next lap. So all that hard work which we've just done, decided to make the same mistake we did in the first race. We hit that slippy stuff, managed to go straight over the actual curb in the air because they are massive. So let's just say we want to give everybody else a chance who we had just overtaken. We can see Zach's made that position back. We've got a new person who's managed to be in the mix. We have Charles managed to squeeze his way past as well. So I had 2 wheels, or maybe 4, on the grass at that point. We can see Sean get through another kart and our tyres are cold, so we're going to have to try extremely hard to get our heat back into the tyres and get any overtakes done. Now we do get a good run out that last corner, however so does a car on our outside. Now we do skip a little bit ahead to the final laps, which we managed to get a couple of overtakes done. We did get Zach, which then put us into 12th position coming across the line. We have Sam in front of us, Felix and Charles, so amazing well done for Charles's, I think, second race here for actually getting 9th position, so really well done. But there is another entertaining race for you.
Right, so that was race 2. I think I give a full definition of flying in that one. Not as good as I hope to be up the grid, but I can safely say I still definitely had fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit more of the mid-pack madness. Definitely a bit more interesting than last time. But surprisingly enough, maybe not too bad on points for round 2. At least I was around about 10th, I think, in that one. And also, Zach, aka the Twerp, also had a bit of a stinker in that one. All of the young guns seem to be doing well in points, so this year is definitely going to be extremely tough to see if we can get that top 3 in the championship to get the prize. So make sure you do subscribe, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty more interesting races like today, and we've still got 7 rounds left of this championship. But I'll see you on the track next time.